What's up guys? Welcome to another video. I'm Lori. So today I'm going to tell you the top 3 places that you should visit in 2024. And yes, we are in 2024, but it's not too late. It's only April. You still have loads of time. So let's get started. Place number 1 I would recommend is Morocco. And that's not just because that was the most recent trip I just did. So I say Morocco because it's very diverse. So basically there's a portion of it, basically northern Morocco, which is very close to Spain. It's very European centered and very, the European vibes and everything, the little towns, the alleyways and everything. And then the bottom part, which is the southern part of Morocco, it feels like I'm in the Middle East. It was just like a weird morphing, like a cool melting pot. I don't know. It's just a very unique country. So we'll talk about the northern part first. So the northern part, like I said, is very European inspired. We went to a place called Chefchaouen, among a whole bunch of other little cities and towns. Chefchaouen is this beautiful blue town. All the walls are painted light blue, kind of like the sea, kind of like some other places in Greece and things like that. It's just beautiful. It's just a whole nother world out there. Very safe. There was tons of tourists there, but tons of locals there. Very safe to be. So that's basically the north part. So let's talk about the southern part of Morocco. So that's where it gets super unique because it's very diverse and just a range of a whole bunch of things. We're talking Sahara Desert, we're talking camels, we're talking tents in the desert, like epic. Also, it's more remote and country. So when you're going to these little towns, it's like in the middle of nowhere. And all of a sudden these towns are there. And kind of back in time too, it's not as modern as some of the northern parts of Morocco. And so when we went into the Sahara Desert, it was beautiful. We spent a night in the tent. So they have these beautiful little yurts that you can have, and then you stay there. They have the fire pit or the big bonfire on the Sahara, so you could watch the sun going down and you could see the sand dunes. Oh, and also driving on the sand dunes. That was epic. We just jump in a 4x4, drive all through them. Super fun. But also Morocco has very friendly people. Delicious foods. I'm sure if anyone knows tagines, though they're very good. It's a certain type of way to cook foods. Oh, and I forgot to talk about the mosques too. In the northern part, we did do a lot more touristy mosques, and just the architecture is epic. If you love history and love architecture, you're gonna love Morocco. Morocco has friendly people. They have the religion, which is very fascinating to learn about, the culture. And they also speak many languages. They speak English, French, Arabic, and Amazigh. All right, so let's go to place number 2 that you should visit this year is Peru. Peru is also another country that is very diverse. It's just so many things packed into one country. I was there a couple years ago and I really only saw a sliver of it, and I was just wowed by how much culture and food and just a whole bunch of things packed into this little country. Not little country, it's a big country, but I definitely want to go back and explore the rest. So Peru has obviously Machu Picchu, which is one of the reasons why most people go to Peru, which was one of the reasons I went, but I also wanted to go on a hiking trip. So that's what we did. We went hiking. So there's obviously mountains, the scenery, Machu Picchu, that means llamas, adorable llamas. Also too, these are very old countries, so they have a lot of history in them. So if you love history, Peru should be on your bucket list. The food in Peru was also delicious. We went to Cusco, which was one of the big cities, and it's very, very safe in there. Even as a solo female traveler, I was walking around there, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night around the touristy part. It was very safe. I had no issues. There was lots of people around. So obviously do your own research, be smart when you're traveling, but it's definitely on a list that you should go and visit. I found the Peruvian people to be very, very friendly as well. And it was nice to see the religious side, because we saw a shaman who did like a ceremony at the top of one of our hikes. Not quite Machu Picchu, but it was a different hike that we did. I did the Salcantay trek. So if you are interested in doing a hiking trip, Peru would be a great place to do it. Let's talk about number 3. So guess what? We're going back to Africa. So a lot of these countries are not usually on people's lists, but you know what? I like to go to the places that are not where everyone else is going. I want to go to the unique countries. I want to get a really great perspective of the country, learn about something that's not in every other travel vlog. So that's why I chose these places. So let me tell you about South Africa. At first glance, if you look at pictures of South Africa, you're going to think it's Australia. You will see the coastline, especially the southern part of South Africa. So keep in mind, South Africa is the southernmost country in Africa. So it's the southernmost tip. It's got beautiful beaches. It's like Australia, crystal blue beaches, white waves crashing onto the rocks, and this is the garden route. So if you go to South Africa, you have to do the garden route. It's basically the whole bottom kind of coastline. Just gorgeous. The other reason to go to South Africa is penguins. Did you know that South Africa has penguins? That is the main reason I booked that trip, is to go see the penguins. I figured it was cheaper than going to Antarctica to see them, and yes, it was. And you can't go to Africa without seeing wild animal safaris. Although I did go to Morocco, I didn't see that as much, but in Cape Town or in South Africa, you have to go to a safari. So those are places where basically you would get whisked away, stay in another tent or a yurt into, the wild, basically, into like a resort. And then early morning for sunrise, they would send you out on a safari so you could see the animals, which are normally more busy in the mornings and at night. You get to see beautiful sunrise in the background of these wild animals just all around you. And then usually you come back in the evening for another sunset tour as well. Just stunning. It's definitely nothing like it to be on those safari trucks and seeing these wild animals so close to you. It was just life-changing, really. And of course, food always seems to be the theme, because most people, you don't want to go to a country that the food sucks. South Africa does not disappoint. They have amazing, amazing food. Also, everyone was very friendly, not to mention they have an awesome accent. But there is lots of things to do there. There's definitely no shortage. So I would recommend all three of those places. So let me know in the comments below which one you're going to go visit this year or next, whenever you're gonna go on vacation. Let me know. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. It does help my channel. And happy travels. Bye.